What's that on the screen?
Section 1, Concept Art Menu. Let's check out the menus, because I want to give some shoutouts. Well, I guess not shoutouts, but some respect to the extra features they gave. Okay, everything's unlocked. Except this. Does this come from getting moon medals? Yeah, so this reflects the ones that I've gotten on both saves, my Sonic save and my Tails save, which is good, because I feel like some can't be gotten by Sonic. Anyway, cutscenes? Hang on. Oh, Wait. How do I do this? No, not that. No, not that either. I'm gonna have to use the keyboard for this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I liked this boss. I feel like the turrets were a little too random, but this was good. This was a good boss. The robots are stealing the town's resources, so it's up to Sonic and Tails to stop them. Also, the slope that shows up in the boss fight was added 5 zones later. Okay, that's art for you. Oh. You know, I don't remember the names of these levels. This had Ravine in the title. I like that. I liked all the artwork. So good. And I also like that they have the little Sonic sprite down there. For, I guess, scale and reference. Ooh, wait. Hang on. Oh. What's that? No. I keep messing up my, my button presses. Oh. Just a Mario Galaxy thing? I have not played Mario Galaxy. Inspired by Quartz Quadrant Past. And something from Freedom Planet. And a bit of Foliage Furnace, maybe. Something giant bamboo located. I wish I could read this. Okay, how am I gonna... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. A forest of giant bamboo located next to a factory for chopping down and collecting its wood. Maybe it could all be used as fuel, as well as to take to the... Hang on. Market. Okay. Yeah. How much is... Oh my gosh, there's a lot to go through. I'll keep going through... Oh. Yeah, a lot to go through. But I'm gonna go through it, because they deserve respect. Yes! Yes, squid with chainsaw. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the wording is just so funny. I want to get into game design, but I have 0 connections and 0 knowledge, and it's going to be a whole mess. Okay, this stage was mostly inspired by Spark the Electric Jester's sewer level. Okay, so not a rip, just mostly inspired. You see that? Oh, okay, there we go. Inspired by Smog Sewer from Spark 1. It looks like a sewer, but I swear the water is clean. I swear, oh my gosh. It was not clean. It's connected to the underwater city, and it's a water management center. Oh, maybe it is clean. Okay. I like it. What's next? Urban Umbrella Zone tiles. Hang on, wait a minute. You see that? City of Tears? I love this. Oh, I love how they're showing the inspirations like this. Aquarium Park and City of Tears. That's so nice. I need to go back and look through all these and maybe talk about them later. Okay, city stage, but it's underwater, lol. Inspired by Hey, what I said. Basically a city inside a giant bubble under the ocean, but it's hard to tell from the inside, so it just looks like a starry sky. You know, all this stuff might be put into a 5th video. The 4th should just be the levels, because that's what people are expecting, but like I said, this deserves its own recognition. So even though because the 4th video is going to be long, this should be a separate one. Oh! I keep messing up my button presses. I like that. That cute little turtle from Sky Chase and Sonic 2. I get that. Okay. It came back on a motorcycle. I didn't even notice. I was going too fast. Concept sketch for Cloudy Complex's tile set and some gimmicks. Actually, none of the gimmicks here made the cut. Aww. Also, this stage used to have a more blue and green color palette before my friend suggested a more warm color scheme. Okay. Keep messing up my buttons. I'm so sorry. I love this. I do wish we had vines like that. Oh well. And the music, you hear that? Hang on, I'll get the right zoom. It keeps moving when I zoom in. Okay. I guess that's the best I'm gonna get. Cloudy Complex Zone, inspired by Hilltop, Sky Sanctuary, and that one sky level in... Ah man, I wish I could read this! Forgot what it was called. Yeah, I can't read the whole thing. Level high up in the sky, running on mountains and clouds to progress, with some ropes and stuff for momentum, maybe. Yeah, sounds like a concept. Massive viewpoint with a bunch of clouds for the facility. Oh. With some being in ruins or ripped apart. Okay, clouds was probably not the right word. I can't read that then. If clouds was not the right word, I can't read it. Oh? No, this. Oh, this is the thing that walks around in the background. I'm just making that connection. Okay, remember that stage where at the end of Act 2, the entire screen is white, and you see that it's actually a big robot face? It's this thing, this huge, yeah! You see that? Sonic for scale? All the way down. Man, that would have been so cool. Could have made it its own level or something. Wow. Also, that's Metal Gear Ray? From Metal Gear Solid... no, Metal Gear Rising. Maybe a different game, I'm not entirely sure. But that would have been so cool. Okay. I don't remember the name of this, but PPZ Tiles Concept. Oh. Is that a skeleton underground? Hey! Ah. I wish this stuff was put somewhere else so I could read it. I'm trying, I really am. But this is even worse than last time. Inspired by turbulence, plains, and Mare Desert. Yes. I could tell. Man. Something. Power the facility's city? Used to something. I'm so sorry. Something for field experiments. Relaying to the... I wish I could read this. But it seems they had a really cool idea going. Man. I need to find if there's another source for all these. Ah. So, gimmicks that didn't make the cut for Moon Facility Zone, probably. Ooh! I like this one in particular, because it has that little moon shape, it has the slope and the jump. That would have added style points. Some badniks. The walls that fall down behind me. Poor Sonic. Yeah. I'd love that. If only it worked that way. Oh well. I love what we got anyway. Oh, extras menu sketch. Original sketch for the extra menu art. Sonic and Tails are playing on an unbranded game console trademark, but they don't seem to notice the monitor is turned off. That's cute. Hey, GameCube! Unbranded game console. I like that. Wow. There's a lot more to go through. I hope you're along for the ride with me. Because, you know, my channel is about appreciating these things. Palette menu sketch. Sketch for the palette menu art. There was going to be some unlockable abilities for getting moon medals. Ah. I could have helped with that. Aw, man. This was going to be some unlockable abilities for getting moon medals, but it was cut for timing because I couldn't come up with any ability. Well, you see it on the screen right there. Wow. Like Gravity Circuit and Spark. That would have been so cool. I wish someone would come to me for ideas. Eggman is looking bigger than usual. I wanted him to look intimidating compared to Sonic and Tails. And also he's a little crazy, but he gets cool moon powers. I would have loved to see that. Ah. Moonstone gets onto his body from the final boss's explosion. Gives him gravity-altering powers and extra defense. I would have loved that so much. Like, after the final boss of Fallen Star, he ends up on the moon and does all that? That would have been so good! So good! Okay. Please let someone finish this game. Supersonic sketches. My gosh, we need to see this. Wait, do they actually have... Oh! Inspired by Excalibur Sonic in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I knew I've seen swords like that before. Oh, I wish someone would finish this. Just like Sonic Classic 2, but no one's gonna finish it. And then there was this other game that I thought was going to be picked up, but it wasn't. So many unfinished. Oh, first attempt at making a unique super form for this game. It ended up looking a lot like my previous game's super form, so I decided to try something else instead. I think the scarf looked cool though. Scarves are always cool. Oh, you know what? I think this would have been fine to go with because... Ooh... Because he looks fluffy here. His spikes are all fluffy. I mean, the color scheme, yeah, it might have been a little too similar. But having his spikes fluff and flow like that might be enough to make him stand apart. Anyway, next one. Superform Concept 2. For the second attempt, I tried doing something different with the colors, and went for a darker color scheme. Looked cool, but I didn't think it would stand out against the dark space background. Fair enough, you want Supersonic, or whatever this was going to be, to stand out. Man, would have been so cool. There's Nova Sonic. Oh well. It's fun to imagine. Superform Concept 3. For the last attempt, I just kinda combined the first two, but I think it did end up conveying a Fire-Sun superform a lot better. Agreed. Looks really cool. Looks super, but it looks different enough. I like that. Scrapped special stage designs. Another scarf. And Tails with a blaster and a scarf. Man, so many things I would have wanted to see come to life. Because so many things that are already here feel so great to have. Stardrop, you've done wonderful work, and whatever you're working on next is going to be amazing, I just know it. Okay, unused promo sketch 1. Little sketch I made early in the game's development. I guess I would have used it for some promo material later. Sonic's eyes look very shiny, don't they? Yeah, pretty shiny. There's the background for Moon Facility Zone. This is wallpaper material. Unused promo sketch 2. Another early sketch of Sonic and Tails. Sonic is meant to be grabbing onto an antenna or something from the facility, but I think it looks really bad now. Tails especially looks weird. Yeah, Tails' snout is a little long and his body's a little small. But I think the idea could have worked. Sonic's leg on top definitely looks weird. Maybe his shoe should be facing upward instead. Oh well. Unused promo sketch 3. Another sketch of Sonic and Tails. This time, even Metal Sonic is here. This was actually the first time I drew Metal's design. Unfortunately, he's covered by a very dense fog. Sorry, Metal. Okay. You really cooked with Metal Sonic's design. Absolutely amazing stuff. Is that your signature? Man, they look good. Very good finalized designs, if they're finalized. Anyway, unused Sonic render, an early attempt at making key art for Sonic. I was originally going to go for a style very close to the airbrushed artworks from the box arts, but I scrapped it because I was getting tired of drawing that style so much. Fair. Looks good. Looks really good. I always like the idea of classic Sonic with longer legs, because it just makes more sense. Amy Doodle. Little drawing of Amy using a palette I made when I first started adding custom palettes into the game. It was also my first time drawing Amy in the game's design for her. The little sweater, that's adorable. I love this. Boss title card sketches. Boss title card sketches. Original sketches of the art that appears in the boss title cards and some menus in the game. Yeah, oh, Oh! The fact that... Hang on, I'm gonna zoom in here. The fact that Metal Sonic had his own, and he's the only one who had his own, back when I fought him in one of the early stages, that should have clued me in to him being playable. So cool. Unused character select sprites. Original sprites for Sonic and Tails that were used in a scrapped character select screen. These were also used for the save file icons before being replaced with the new art. I like it. Tails is adorable here. Okay. Unused 1-up monitors for everyone. There is also an extra ring monitor too, that would have spawned in place of 1-ups and would have given a lot of rings. It was all going to be used for a classic modern type of gameplay toggle, but was scrapped for time. Man. Wait. That would have been so cool. Hey, I like that. So many things here would have been so cool. Unused title screen sketch. Sketch for an older version of the title screen. Yeah, I love the attitude and style here. I love the shape of the quills too. Like, they've still got the classic roundness, but they feel sharp. Last one. Unused title screen. An unused title screen that was used in earlier versions of the game was scrapped because it didn't match the tone of the game anymore. Though I still think it looks kind of cool. It does. A toggle might have been nice, because this is really cool. Man. It's like the classic emblem design, but kind of turned sideways, partially sideways, and with its own little flair on it. Really cool idea. Man, okay, so that was the art. So good. I wonder what else is there. Cause... Oh. Wait a minute. Does this mean the more medals I collect, the more artwork I unlock? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna have to get all of them to unlock all the art, and this video is gonna be so much longer. I don't mind though, because like I said, this work needs to be appreciated and respected. It's all good stuff. Section 2. Character testing. Ooh! Ooh! His own abilities too. I get it, and I love it. This is amazing. And it's not broken. Oh man, I love how his head is shaped. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Someone needs to finish those sprites. Oh man, I love this. Yeah, get that shield off of me. Metal Sonic is just so cool here. Like, I'm not really a Metal Sonic fan normally, but this design? Hey, I heard that Fallen Star theme. I heard that. Oh, it's so cool. Okay, I need to go try Amy now. Oh man, I love how the title card has everyone's colors. Oh! Oh, the sweater is so big. The sleeves. Ah, look at that. They did a great job. I'm not even the biggest Amy Oh! Okay, that seems powerful. It gives you a little boost of speed too. Just a little one. Reverses your direction pretty nicely. And the moon sickle things. Wait. Does Amy have the busted animation too? I guess I'll never know. Oh well. Yeah, I like this. It seems Metal Sonic is the most broken. Not broken, but hey, I love this animation. Yeah, this is so cool. Wait. Oh, so I can repeatedly hit the hammer attack, but the moon's flying out is only sometimes, like on the first hit. That's fine. And if you're not pressing any direction, then you don't get a boost of speed, but if you do press a direction, then you get a little push. Okay, I like that. Although, wait a minute, no way. Just wanted to check the pushing animation, but I also... She has a wall jump. So this game isn't just about the movement abilities of Sonic and Tails. Everyone has something unique. That's really cool. I do wish this was finished, because this game, what's here is a masterpiece. I'm confident in saying that. But what's not here is like an open wound. And I know that sounds dramatic or overly poetic, but you can tell when something has soul and love put into it, and you can tell when there's something not right. Okay, so those sprites are done. I wonder if Metal Sonic sprites were the only ones that weren't finished. Man. Okay, I guess I'm done for now. Good luck on your endeavor. Wait, I can aim the sickles. I can aim the sickles. But yeah, good luck on your endeavors, Stardrop. So good. One nice little touch about Metal Sonic's design is that he's shaped like the crescent of the game. You know? Ooh, I didn't see his idle animation before. That's nice. But yeah, that crescent shape for his head, that's the moon that's peppered throughout the entire game. Like, look at the top left. But another thing, take a look at his jump animation. The reflective highlight is also in the shape of the moon. That's some incredible attention to detail. A little tidbit while playing as Amy. Take a look at this. Now, I already showed the burst of speed by pressing sideways and hitting the hammer button, but this wall jump combines with that to give you infinite air. It's really cool. Section 3. Zone Lore Screens. Alpine Avenue Zone, a friendly town on the mountainside. The flowers and trees really make this place feel like home. There also appear to be some kind of ruins nearby, perhaps from some ancient castle? Rapids Ravine Zone. The ravine walls go way up high. Mining takes place inside the caves of the ravine. Even train tracks go inside to deliver materials and minerals. Watch out for worms inside the rocks. Bamboo Breeze Zone. These bamboo are able to blow wind. The bamboo gets chopped up and used to construct small huts nearby. This place gets minerals delivered from the trains in the ravine mines. Shivering Sewer Zone. How is there snow inside the sewer? This sewer system for the city has been frozen over by the moon facility. Don't slip! Urban Umbrella Zone, an underwater city inside a bubble. The bottom of the ocean almost looks like a starry sky. They even have festivals and cafes down here. Cloudy Complex Zone, a popular tourist Cloudy Complex Zone, a popular tourist attraction for thrill-seeking hikers. Climbing up here must have been a challenge, but what a view! Powdery Plains Zone. What once was a vast ocean now has turned into a desert thanks to the moon facility's experiments. You can see the moon facility from here. We're almost there. Moon Facility Zone. Home of innovation and scientific research, developing the future one step at a time. It's all in the name of science. Section 4. Debug menu and supersonic. So this is the debug mode room. Wait a minute. Wait. Are we allowed to use the emeralds here? How do I change this? I think I figured out the debug menu. I just didn't go down far enough. Keep going down even when it looks like you should go right. One more ring. He's here. He's here. And he works. And he has all his sprites. Wait. Ooh, he has all his sprites. Oh my gosh. This is so good. Oh, thank you, Stardrop. Thank you. Gonna look out for your next project, whatever it may be. Oh, oh! You see that drop dash animation? Wow, the rage in his face before he does it. And then the complete wide-eyed look of max speed. Yes, everything about this is just yes. Oh! This frog stands no chance. None. My gosh. I love this. I love this. Thank you, Stardrop. Section 5. Hidden Boss. The surprises keep on coming. So, we've seen the bosses for several of the levels. We haven't seen the bosses for every level. And I was going through this menu. I went to Act Boss. As you can see, it's highlighted at the top, and we see a bunch of these, and then Cloudy Complex. I was just highlighting all of them, pressing A, seeing if it would just skip me to the boss, but no. What happened with Cloudy Complex is that they actually have a working boss for this. I'm gonna check out the rest of them. Take a look at this. You see that? Oops. Those are footsteps. That thing is huge. Just like I thought it was. Just like it was in the concept art. That's incredible. And we have to stay alive against this thing. Oh! That's so cool. Look at that. So is this... Oh! Is this the thing controlling the boss? Because that's really... Oh! That's really amazing. And you know what? I bet a lot of people Oh no. Okay. Okay. Not functional. Not fully functional. But it's here at least. That's cool. I can't do anything anymore. Ah, man, that would have been so good. Incomplete, but accessible. I can respect that. Section 6. The Story of Moon Facility. On Stardrop's release video, there's a link to this document and other extra content that I recommend checking out in the description of the video. And I've decided to read it out. It's kind of long, but it's interesting. Sonic and the Moon Facility Story Document. This document goes over the basic overview of the story for Sonic and the Moon Facility. Ideally, all of this would have been shown in the game itself through cutscenes and background elements, but this will have to do instead. A couple bits of trivia. This game's story was going to be one of the last things worked on and implemented into the game itself, so hopefully this document can suffice in place of that. Also to note, this game's story went through a lot of revisions and rewrites. For some reason, I really wanted to use this game's story as practice for writing more complex stories in the future. The result turned out a little fanfiction-y, admittedly, but I still learned a whole lot from it and developed some skills I wouldn't have otherwise. Main campaign. The story starts with Sonic and Tails on their way to the Moon Facility, where old research robots had suddenly become operational after years of inactivity. Sonic and Tails managed to get through the robots just fine when suddenly a mysterious figure appears before them. But before they can get a good look at them, they suddenly fall into a trap and get blasted off the Moon Facility, ending up in the outskirts of a town far away. Side note, that's how we end up in Alpine Avenue from the Moon Facility intro stage. Anyway, continuing. Only being able to see a giant ray in the sky emanating from atop the facility building, they realize whatever is going on inside that building is not good, and so they head off to stop whoever it was they met inside the Moon Facility. Throughout their journey, Sonic and Tails would notice how the facility's influence can be felt in every location they explore, from the robots in Alpine Avenue, the frozen environment of shivering sewers, and the dried up ocean of powdery plains. Whatever the facility is doing, it's having a negative impact on the world. During their adventure, they also begin to notice the facility building beginning to increase in height exponentially, at one point reaching as far up as outer space. Once Sonic and Tails reach the Moon Facility again, they make their way up to the top of the building. They find themselves in what seems to be a giant elevator shaft when suddenly they're ambushed by a giant robot bearing a familiar face. The elevator begins to crash down as they are forced to fight this monster made of wire and metal. Side note, that's the final boss and that's the environment that we fight him in. Very cool. Continuing. After the facility elevator crashes down, Sonic and Tails find themselves inside a secret underground facility. Here, it is revealed that the Moon Facility was where a whole bunch of shady experiments were taking place. All of the explored zones in the game were affected by the facility in one way or another, and the big plan for the Moon Facility was to ultimately create a giant weapon capable of gravity manipulation. They also noticed some plans that have been scribbled over by a certain mad doctor. His presence should be more than obvious now. Dr. Eggman's plan all along was to finish the Moon Facility's research and use their weapon to crash the moon onto Earth itself and build his dream theme park on top of all the destruction and rubble. Once the crashed elevator's dust settles, Sonic and Tails see no sign of the Doctor. But that's when they notice a figure standing over a ledge, overlooking the city. Sonic and Tails try to confront him, but are quickly taken care of in a swift manner. They couldn't imagine someone like Dr. Eggman possessing this kind of power. Having experimented on himself, Eggman managed to implant Moon Rock into his body, giving him increased durability, strength, and some light gravity manipulation powers. Sonic and Tails look up to see the moon getting closer and closer to Earth. Sonic transforms into Super Sonic and fights Eggman in a race to stop him before the moon collides with the Earth. Meanwhile, Tails stays down below to deal with the facility's last dirty trick, a giant amalgamation of Metal Sonic clones that have melted into one being. Side note, that's a really cool idea. Having Super Sonic do his own thing while Tails does his own thing, both of them contributing to the main cause at the same time separately, that's really cool. I wish more games would do that. And I wish we got to see it in this one. Anyway, continuing. After Sonic defeats Eggman, Tails shuts off the gravity machine, but the moon showed no sign of stopping, so Super Sonic, seeing no other way to stop the giant rock, begins to try lifting up the giant rock back into orbit. He struggles at first. Everyone panics as the sky begins to turn red, as the moon starts to ignite from the friction against the air, but eventually, through sheer willpower alone, Sonic finds enough strength to push the moon back into orbit and save the world. Once Sonic comes back down to Earth, he's met with Tails waiting for him. Sonic and Tails take one last look at the destroyed facility building and decide it's someone else's problem to clean up. They run off, having put a stop to Dr. Eggman's plans once again. I would have loved to see all that happen, but it's okay. I'm so glad we have this document. We can imagine. Now, on to Metal Sonic's story. After the collapse of the moon facility, one of the remaining Metal Sonic clones manages to escape the facility and begins to show some signs of malfunction. This Metal Sonic somehow has begun to show signs of sentience, something their original programming didn't allow them to have. Metal finds himself on the edge of Alpine Avenue, contemplating on this newfound knowledge, when suddenly an explosion rings out from the town center. Having nothing else to do, Metal goes to investigate. Once Metal arrives back at the ruins of the moon facility, it is then revealed that the metal generator inside the moon facility was still active even after its destruction. Having learned this, Metal decides to try to stop the machine for good, but not without having to face the one tasked with ensuring the machine stays operational, the original Metal Sonic. Side note, I love this idea because we see Metal Sonic in Fallen Star, and we don't know his involvement, and we don't know what happens before or after the fight in Gusty Greenhouse. I'd love to see his redesign in this game, but he didn't get one sadly. Continuing. After barely managing to defeat his Cobalt counterpart, Metal finds himself almost completely destroyed. Unable to move and with little energy left in his battery, Metal decides to finally take things into his own hands. With no other way to shut down the machine, Metal sacrifices himself to stop the production of Metal clones forever. After having self-destruct to stop the machine, all that's left is a giant crater where it once used to be. Very nice, very dramatic, and also helpful to what Sonic and Tails were doing. On to Amy's story. After hearing the news about the destruction of the moon facility, Amy heads out to investigate the incident as part of her recently acquired news reporter job. That's a cute idea, and kind of explains the sweater. I don't know, I get the feeling that... I feel like sweaters and news reporters go together for some reason. Kind of a silly thought, ignore me. Continuing, at the end of her journey, Amy comes across the abandoned underground facility. After some exploring, she also finds what seems to be the remains of a giant robot generator, completely inoperable. The only thing that remains now is a little white flower that has grown inside a giant crater. After gathering all her evidence, Amy returns home and writes a story to expose the Moon Facility's secrets to the world, ending the facility's story for good. I like this. I like all of this. The way it would all come together and wrap up, that would have been amazing. Thank you for releasing this document, Stardrop. I really appreciate it. That's gonna be it for this. I think I'm gonna look into some other extra content from the link he gave. I'm gonna look into some other content from the link they gave and see if I should add that into the video. I recommend looking at this and the other content from the link they gave. Remember, it's in the release video for Moon Facility, Stardrop's channel. I hope you enjoyed all that. It was a lot of extra content, and I really like that it's in here, even though the game's unfinished. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves.